This episode of Thought Cops is brought to you by the Mike Bloomberg 2020 presidential campaign. No matter what your priorities are, whether it's more affordable healthcare, to guaranteeing your female employees get abortions, to more jobs for hardworking Americans, to banning certain sizes of soft drinks and rights for African Americans, Mike will get it done. Go to MikeBloomberg.com and use promo code I'm Really Sorry for Stop and Frisk to save $5 off each seat you purchase at the next presidential debate. Again, that's promo code I'm Really Sorry for Stop and Frisk. Please stop bringing it up. This message has been brought to you by Mike Bloomberg for President 2020. Mike will get it done. My name's Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Now give me my $250, you dumb fucking piece of shit, dirtbag, fucking hack, oligarch, asshole, billionaire piece of shit. Go crawl back into a fucking sewer in New York City where you fucking belong, you dumb piece of shit cockroach. Fuck you.
You can't break those cuffs.
Make him away, Toy.
Welcome to Thought Cops, the only podcast where every week we police the mean streets of the internet because, hey, somebody's gotta do it. And then we let you be the judge, the jury, and the executioner in the court of public opinion. Coming to you live from Neo Chicago, I am Officer Kevin.
And
I don't think I saw your roommates home tonight.
One of them is.
Oh.
Sorry. He's also asleep because he works late hours.
Jesus Christ.
My bad, bro.
Don't apologize. If you want your apology, listen to the episode.
It's my bad, yo. Okay.
It's our bad.
It's our bad, okay? I take full partial responsibility.
Let's give a quick thank you to our guest from last week, Leslie Lee the Third. Thank you, Leslie, the third of his name. What a great time. And we got a returning member to the Thought Cops familia.
Who?
Oh, you're going to love this.
I'm ready.
It's Martin Felshman. What's up, Martin? How the hell are you, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be here. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great.
Fuck yeah.
It's good. Clap it up. Clap it up.
I love how we're all just clapping at different frequencies. It's like we all want a Smash Brothers game. I love it.
Yeah, I'm clapping kind of like Bowser Jr., you know? Martin, you're an established comedian, you're an accomplished comedian, you got your own podcast called Podzooky, yada, 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 yada. What I really want to talk about, though, is those dang cupcakes you make every week.
What do you want to know about them?
So, Martin, you host a comedy show here in beautiful Neo Chicago every Thursday, the Cupcake Comedy Cabaret. Martin, you make these delicious gluten-free, vegan-free cupcakes every week. You show up, you get some cupcakes. You don't even have to perform, but it's encouraged.
Is
Martin,
a vegan-free cupcake a cupcake that's not edible by vegans?
The fuck did I... Is that what I said?
It's a vegan-free. You know me, I hate bursting bubbles, but
no, that's a bubble that's got to be burst.
Yeah. I know what you were saying, and I think most people would know what you were saying.
Thank you for bringing us down to reality.
No buts.
Because I'm sure some freak out there would have said something. Anyway, Martin, your cupcakes are so good. They've gotten me out of the house on a cold sub-zero night here in Neo Chicago where I'm like, I don't want to do anything tonight. I just want to go home. I want to zone out. Then you put the picture on Facebook. You're like, hey, come to the open mic tonight. Come to the showcase. We got free cupcakes. They are black metal cupcakes. They're black dye with strawberry slices and vanilla cream on top. And I'm like, okay, I'm going. And I forced myself out of the house to go do an open mic because
for a cupcake.
I want those cupcakes. They are so good.
Well, first off, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you enjoy them. Second off, I'm so sorry I pulled you out of the house for a cupcake.
It was worth it, man. You know what? You got to get out there. You got to rise and grind, man. And if it's all worth it for a little cupcake, little treat, I'm in.
Hell yeah.
You also do something that not a lot of other open mics do, which is you record everyone's sets and then you send them to us, and then we put our sets up online. Not a lot of places do that. It's very nice of you.
I like being able to offer that. I think when I started doing stand-up, I couldn't find anyone who would want to record my set. So when
Can you hold my phone? Fuck you.
When I had a mic of my own, I was like, you know what? I want to offer this to everyone, and it's changed quite a bit over the last couple of years. Because when we first started doing it, I would just send people their clips whether they wanted them or not, and that was just too much fucking work.
Yeah.
So now, if you come and if you want it, you can just have it, and it's really nice. I've heard specifically from like 3 or 4 people back when we had a lotto spot or whatever, like during our showcase, people have gotten clips and they've been able to use these clips that they didn't even know they were getting originally to submit to comedy festivals, to submit to other local shows. Yeah. It's a nice thing. I like being able to help other comedians grow.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're a comedian in Chicago, or if you're thinking about doing comedy, or if you just want to go see some comedy, every Thursday night at the Gallery Cabaret, Martin hosts a wonderful show called the Cupcake Comedy Cabaret, and you'll get a vegan-free cupcake if you go.
Thank you so much, Kevin. I do just want to say it. I do it with my co-host and co-producer, Kendall Klitsky.
Shout out to Kendall.
She's fantastic, and the show wouldn't exist without her because I hate most people.
Yes, it's a team effort. You know, much like I know, Grant, you hate some folks.
What?
And I forget. You're
making it sound like I'm like a racist. Like I hate folks.
You hate most folks, I'm saying, but I
don't like actively hate people. I'm antisocial, but that doesn't mean that I'm like actively hating people just for existing.
Well, and I happen to forget things a lot, and we come together. We put out this show every week, so it's all about teamwork. It's all about getting out the guff, you know.
I'm just saying I don't hate people.
All right, man. Shut
the fuck up.
We got a couple new products in our store. Grant, Martin, have you seen them? We got some stuff in our Teespring store. It's teespring.com/store/thoughtcops. We got some cool stickers. We got some shirts. We got all kinds of goodies and crap. Just kidding. It's not crap. Let me take that again. Jesus Christ.
When self-deprecation goes too far.
Yeah, I don't want to that's too
It's
far.
shit, okay? It's garbage. Buy it, asshole.
I'll just leave it in. I don't care.
All right, what's the website for that store?
teespring.com/stores/thoughtcops.
All right. In addition to that, we have a new iTunes review. If you go to iTunes and you subscribe to us on iTunes, as you should go to our ratings and reviews page and leave us a 5-star review, and then write a review, and then we'll read it aloud on the episode. This review is from Kane and Anal. It's titled Recorder Titanic. He says, he or she or they or whoever, this human being, Kane and Anal, says, the best work from Grant is the Recorder Titanic theme, but the podcast is pretty good too. Here's hoping your comedy careers can surpass podcast purgatory and get to at least Justin Long level popularity.
Justin Long was pretty fucking popular.
Yeah, he was.
Cranberry juice will help get rid of their UTIs from shagging each other. Well, thank you. Great. Thanks, wow. Kane and Anal.
I mean, that's just a useful tip, I guess.
What's wrong with people these days?
I don't know. Thanks for the review. Leave your own if you want me to read it.
Justin Long.
Is there a Justin Short?
Ooh, I didn't know Aaron Klopfer was here.
He never left.
He's with us in spirit. He never left. Yeah.
Moving right along then to a very famous, very favorite segment of the show. Of course, I'm talking about 2 Minutes of Hate, that part of the show where we like to talk about all these little things on the internet that bug us, they irritate us, dare I say they get under our freaking skin. So I'll begin. Goat. No, I'm not talking about the animal. I'm talking about greatest of all time.
Oh boy, do I feel stupid.
I feel like people use this on Twitter way too often, where they're talking about anything they like, and every single thing they like, they will be like, "This is the GOAT. This is the GOAT." Or they put the GOAT emoji on something, just like,
or just tweet a picture of a goat.
Exactly. Oh, God. So it's just like people who are, they're into stuff, they're having fun, that's great, but it's all these replies that come after where people are arguing about, no, that's not the GOAT, this is the GOAT, no, this is the GOAT, no, this is the GOAT. And then if you're somebody like Grant, you're like, what am I at the freaking petting zoo? Awfully confusing.
Yeah. Can you think of any examples of things that people have said are the GOAT? Like, Elon Musk is the GOAT.
It's more like albums and movies, stuff like that.
Wait, I got one. Rumors by Fleetwood Mac is the GOAT. How's that?
That's a great example.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's funny you chose that as an example because that is honestly the greatest of all time.
Yeah, well, I know my music. What can I say?
I feel like people share greatest of all time or refer to things as the greatest of all time because they're trying to start that conversation with people. Because more often than not on Twitter or any social media site, like you want people involved.
That is true.
So you want people arguing with you.
I would say too, I've seen it in reference to athletes a lot. And that's where the biggest discourse comes in where they're like, Kobe the GOAT, everybody's like,
oh, Jordan's the GOAT.
No, he's the GOAT. And everybody's like,
LeBron is the GOAT. Okay.
And I mean, you're right though. It's a great icebreaker for a discussion that usually turns sour because it's Twitter. And, things probably get mean.
For people that don't know how to start conversations,
Oh, so people on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yes.
People who can't relate to other human beings in real life in any sense of the matter.
So people on Twitter.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just expanding.
My punishment for this, find a new icebreaker. Quit being so hyperbolic about everything.
Or maybe pop an icebreaker. Maybe your breath stinks, idiot. Martin, do you have a 2 minutes I hate this week?
I do. I thought about it for a little bit, and it was actually surprisingly easy to get. I don't like people who are proud to say that they are on Reddit.
Yeah.
There should be no pride there. Reddit I think is fine, but the people make it terrible, especially the people who have pride in it.
I
know I've come on record as not being a Reddit guy, but
we call ourselves Redditors.
I'm sorry.
The narwhal bacons at midnight.
There's just something about
Slay Fedora McKevin.
You fucker.
I'd buy that on a t-shirt.
McKevin.
Yeah.
And then a neckbeard tipping his fedora.
Perhaps you can find that and other crap at teespring.com/podcast.
There should be a picture of me saying McKevin, and then I'll pose with a fedora, I guess. I got to go buy a fedora.
No,
Just kidding. I already have one. I'm a Redditor. Oh.
So, Martin, do you at least lurk on Reddit? Do you go on there much at all?
Oh, no, I definitely lurk on Reddit. I'm just not proud of it.
You're just ashamed.
Yeah.
As one should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have the app, or do you just pull up a new tab each time?
Oh, no, I've got the app.
Okay. Because I used to do that. I was like, I'm not going to download the app. I'm just going to I'm just going to open up a browser. I'm going to go on Reddit. I'm going to not want to log in. I'm not going to like it. And then I downloaded the app. But do you hear my tone of voice? And then I downloaded the app.
Yeah, no, you're not happy about it. That's the way it should be.
Shame. Shamed.
So do you have a punishment for anyone who is prideful in their perusing of Reddit?
As a proud Redditor, that sentence has to be their last words.
Yes, and it should be on the gravestone too, I say.
Yeah, no name even. No name, no date, just proud Redditor.
Yeah.
Or they're fucking it's not like a handle. What's your Reddit, I guess, username, right? Your Reddit username should be on your tombstone. It's like u/pp poo poo lord.
You know what? That and your most downvoted comment. That's your epitaph.
There's nothing worse has ever preceded the comma besides as a proud Redditor. Grant, what do you got for us?
Yeah. I know that our approach to politics in this show is very sort of we try and keep it tangential. I know, like, when Leslie was on last episode, it's like, well, he's like a very political guy, does basically a political show or a political take on, you know, his experiences. And I think we touch on political ideas in order to explain certain phenomenon, but don't really like delve into it too much, you know. And this is all going to tie together. It's going to be a big, like, circular, like more of like a Mobius strip, I guess.
And I, for one, can't wait.
And, you know, there's these conversations about is Twitter real life? You know, does the things you do on Twitter, is that real or is that just the internet? Is it a Venn diagram or is it two separate spheres? And it's like, well, obviously it's a little of both. It's real, like you see it, there's consequences to you saying things, doing things, reading things, but also it's online and shut up and have fun sometimes, you know. But sometimes it crosses into your real life in a way that you don't want it to. And I talked, you know, the past week or so about the Bloomberg memes and how Bloomberg is paying people for memes. And I'm online and I'm creating my own Bloomberg memes. One Bloomberg, one jar, or one man, one Bloomberg, and his head is like the jar.
Yeah.
Or, two girls, one Bloomberg. That's another one that I made. Here come dat Bloomberg. I got paid $0 for this. And it was fun because it was separate from my real life. But then I go and I open up my mailbox and I fucking see this, and it has my name and my address on it, and I open it up, and it's fucking Bloomberg sending me mail, telling Mike will get it done. The most important fight of his life, beating Donald Trump and rebuilding America. This stupid fucking boomer asshole is destroying my privacy and sending me political ads in my mailbox. I'm busy being on Twitter and shitposting and trolling and memeing, creating offensive memes with this guy's face on it, and he thinks it'll be a real funny joke to, let me find out what this guy's address is and fucking dox him to himself and then send him this fucking letter. Mike takes on big fights and wins. Shut the fuck up, Mike Bloomberg, you goddamn asshole.
Did he at least say thank you?
No!
Wow.
See, I feel
he
like
said jack shit. That's all that I'm reading right here. What did he do? I don't care. Take that. Take one of these too. I got one more for you, Bloomberg. How do you like this?
You got one more in you, I think.
Bitch. You You fucking asshole. all right, that's enough. So my punishment for this is I dox Mike Bloomberg. I find where he lives and I fucking send him mail.
Bloomberg the goat.
God,
Just kidding.
I'm gonna kill myself now.
Hey,
Thanks, Kevin.
Do you ever like going to Outback Steakhouse and ordering a Mike Bloomberg onion?
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
It's just a blooming onion, but you dip it in a cup of mayonnaise.
Oh, God damn you.
I mean, you're dipping money in it. You're not dipping anything else.
Crisp $100 bills.
It's got that like gold flake shit that makes everything $1,000.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the only way I'm eating gold is if I can shit it. I want that shit to turn my poo crystal gold.
What's crystal
what's
gold?
crystal?
I was hoping nobody would ask. I said it, and I'm like, that sounds...
That's two. Rule of three. You're going to fuck something else up this episode.
Yeah.
It's going to be embarrassing for you.
No, Kevin, I love crystal gold. Like, I'm envisioning it in my head like a new flavor of Pepsi, but it's like, and it's gorgeous. Like,
yes.
I can't get that idea out of my head, but it's gorgeous in my brain.
It is beautiful.
It'd be a shame to flush, I'll tell you that much.
Don't flush it.
Save the environment. Don't waste toilet water. Just keep all your crystal gold in there.
If it's yellow, let it metal. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's crystal gold, fucking, I don't know, take it out, frame it. It's beautiful. It's a work of art.
Oh, what is that? Oh, that's my shit. Pressed on the wall. Behind a frame. Anyway, if you haven't listened to Thought Cops before, every week we investigate the internet's outrage-inducing news stories And then we sentence each perpetrator to a cruel and often kind of unusual punishment. You know, we're talking about Bloomberg.
Ow!
There have been a lot of viral posts on Twitter in the last week about the Bloomberg vandalism. Have you seen this?
No.
I did all of it. He sent me a letter in the mail and I destroyed his Chicago office. It was me. I did it, Bloomberg. It was me.
You got to check these out. So I got some examples here. This is the most suspiciously tame graffiti I have ever seen. It's just a piece of cardboard that is spray painted that says oligarch. Not even on the building. Almost like they didn't want to harm their own property.
Almost, allegedly. We don't know for sure. Can you see this over there?
I can see it.
Yeah.
So were they like, hey, you remember when Reagan got shot and he got all those votes? What if we did that for Bloomberg?
Except without shooting him.
Well, no, he's got money. We can't shoot him. We gotta make it look like we hurt his building's feelings.
I got another one here. This one's almost even funnier.
Oh, God.
This is a window display, Mike 2020, and what looks like a 8x11 piece of computer paper that is spray painted. It says "Eat the Rich," and it is Flint, Michigan office where it said America doesn't deserve Bloomberg.
Our deputy in the. Our deputy out on the beat in the streets, Brett Mercer, did that one.
That must have been him.
Yeah, it was him.
Awfully respectful of him. He didn't get any on the window.
Yeah. Is this even technically vandalism?
It's just like taped on the fucking window.
Yeah.
There's one more I got there I wanted to show you guys.
I hope this is the one that I'm thinking of.
It probably is.
I'm seeing the preview. Wait for this to load.
So it's at the Utah office. Somebody threw rocks through the window, and as somebody pointed out on Twitter, how come all the glass is on the outside?
All the glass is on the outside, and then if you look at it real closely, I don't know. This has got to be the same picture, but I'm not seeing it. But I saw this because this is the one in Utah, right? There's a bunch of rocks that are piled, like they're piled. It's a pile of rocks. It's not like a smattering of rocks.
Yeah, it's like let me just leave my pail of rocks at the scene.
Like well, there's a pail in this photo right here, but they were in like a neat pile. It was the photo that I was looking at. It was different from this one, but it was the same exact angle, and they were in like a nice, neat circular pile. And it's like, well, what happened here?
I don't know. This is, I mean, again, it could be actual vandalism. It could be fake. Whatever it is, it's pretty mild.
Well, all of it happened. So his campaign at Mike 2020, I guess, is the whatever. Or it's like Team Bloomberg at Mike 2020. They tweeted out like 20 of these all at the same time. Mm-hmm. They all happened on the same day at the same time.
Coordinated socialist attack. It all makes sense.
God.
Bernie Bros.
This is very funny, not only because it's obviously fake, but I like the idea that maybe there are people out there who are genuinely doing this vandalism, but they're making it seem like Mike Bloomberg's people are doing it on themselves.
That's some fucking 4D chess right there.
Right? I don't think that's the case, but I like to think that.
You're so good at vandalism that you're purposefully bad at vandalism to make it look like they're vandalizing themselves.
Exactly.
And they're just there. They're like, no, we didn't do this, but no one will believe you.
So, yeah, I guess it's an easy cleanup. Take the piece of paper off the window. No, but make sure you get a picture of it for Twitter first.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Call the police second.
So what's a punishment here? We got to think of something.
I think that's the punishment is you have to take the piece of paper off the window, you fucking nerds.
Yeah.
You have to change the official slogan of Mike Bloomberg's campaign to eat out the rich.
That would rule. He would get the millennial vote.
I'd vote for him.
Oh yeah, that would be a great poster. Just Mike Pussy or fuck. I was gonna say Mike Bloomberg's boy pussy being eaten. Eat out the rich.
Eat the rich's ass.
Hey, maybe he'll get that millennial vote finally.
I just made that joke.
You didn't specify millennials. So.
I did say millennials.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did he say millennials?
I said it in response
he did
to
say
what Martin
millennials.
said. Yeah.
Fuck.
You're both doing great.
That's 3.
Don't second guess yourself. You're both doing great.
That's
Okay.
3. You're off the hook.
Well, now
you don't have to ruin any more of the episode.
Okay, that was it. I had my quota.
Yeah. That's it.
Let's talk about the CDC warning.
Oh, this rules.
So, we all know about the coronavirus. Not good.
Yes, because they put them in those clear bottles and the beer gets all skunky. I'm on fire this episode. Yeah. This is my episode. This is my time to shine.
So why don't you tell us what's happening here? The CDC is issued a warning.
So Kevin, you got a beard on your face, and I've got a beard on my face. Yes. And Martin over here has a mustache, which means he's safe against the coronavirus. Because as we all know, the fun little piece of World War I trivia is the fact that Hitler survived and rose to power because he had a mustache that fit underneath his gas mask, and all of his bearded brethren died. Now Hitler comes back up because the CDC released this infographic of facial hairstyles
really quick,
filtering face piece respirators.
Can we see what kind that we are?
We are one of these. There's a couple of different.
What is the name for those? I can
read off a couple names. So there's, I guess we're both full beards.
Okay.
Then there's the French fork, which is when it sort of separates here. There's the ducktail, which is a French fork that's together. The Verdi, which I don't know what that means. The Garibaldi. Why are there names for all these different types of beards?
I know, I never knew this. It's an infographic about how to not get the coronavirus, and I'm learning so much about facial hair.
The Imperial, the Van Dyke, the extended goatee.
I think it should just be a rule. Like, if you have to use a Hitler mustache in an infographic, you have to put a bowler hat on that dude.
Yeah,
right. Like
the chaplain.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that people are pointing out about this is they have all these different facial hairstyles, and you look bottom row, third from the right, and it's the toothbrush. That's also known as the Hitler stash.
Yeah, so basically you're going to want a mustache that's going to fit underneath the mask.
Yeah, which every single mustache fits underneath, unless it's fucking attached to your sideburns or anything like that. But a mustache by itself will fit underneath this gas mask. So they could have just said, just do that and you're fine. As long as it fits underneath, then you're good. Just shave off the rest of your face, but you can leave the mustache if you want to. Instead, they had to include a picture of Hitler. There he is. Hey, Hitler, how you doing? What's been up? How's Argentina?
Just avoiding the coronavirus.
Do that accent again for me, please.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Kevin, anytime I think of Hitler in the future, it's going to be that voice.
Oh my God.
Was that because he spent so much time in Argentina that he started picking up the dialect?
I don't know, man. I don't know what that was. But I mean, he's safe and sound according to this infographic. So
right.
Anyway, I'm not going to shave. So
I might grow the mustache back out, and then when people are like, "Hey, why do you have that mustache?" I'll be like, "Oh, so I don't get the coronavirus," and they'll be like, "You're fucking stupid."
Where's the Officer Grant on here?
It's not on here. I think. I had like what would be considered, I think, the walrus stash right here.
Okay.
Where it's sort of covering like most of the upper lip, maybe a little of the lower lip.
I can see this infographic. They didn't make any of these dudes cool enough to be the Grant.
Yeah. I need my own mustache. Yeah.
And like for some reason, one of them has sunglasses on.
Yeah. That's the combo.
Yeah.
Gotta have the combo. Where's the not a cop hat?
Well, no, you can't wear that if you want to avoid the coronavirus. They go to anyone who's not a cop right away.
Shit. I got to be a cop now, I guess.
So the punishment here. I don't want to say everybody's got to grow the Hitler mustache.
I think everyone at the
I'm sorry, was it called the toothbrush?
The toothbrush, yeah. 3 people in history have had the toothbrush. Hitler, Charlie Chaplin, Michael Jordan.
Oh, that's right. He did have that.
Yeah, for like a day. And then people are like, no.
Oh, man.
No longer the GOAT.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what you're talking about. Are you talking about basketball, or are you talking about getting your parents killed because of your gambling debts? Because one of those, he is the greatest of all time.
Oh.
They should rename it the Jordan.
Who's your editor?
Zwick.
Hey, can you cut that out?
Oh, man. No, you know what? Zwick, I don't know, man. You got your work cut out for you.
There's also...
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
There's also a style of mustache on here called the villain.
Oh!
Well, wait, what does that one look like if the Hitler one's called the toothbrush?
It's the what do you call when you when you twirl your mustache up? What do you fucking call it? A handlebar. It's called a handlebar mustache, and they called it the villain. That's not what it's called.
I mean, I guess that's like
like the one type of mustache that I definitely know. Oh wait, no, they'd have handlebar on here. What is the villain then?
I guess that's just like the old like twirly thin mustache.
How is that different from the handlebar?
Because I think it's supposed to be like longer on the ends and separate from your face.
Sort of like just along the ridge of the lip and then like really thin.
Yeah,
so
Look in the chat says it's the Justin Wang.
He is more of a handlebar. He doesn't have a villain. Justin Wang's not a villain.
It doesn't matter. We're all going to die, apparently.
Okay, well, good.
That's a punishment, I guess. We're all just going to perish.
Next story.
I like that.
Shave.
We can all share that. I like that.
Want to talk about the last one, the bottom one there?
Yeah.
You guys seen Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah, at least once.
Go on. Yes, I have.
So the only way to catch a killer is by using the help of a killer. That's the mindset here when conservative groups are trying to take down Greta Thunberg.
Oh, God.
There's a German teen who...
Sorry.
A German teen named Naomi Seibt is going to be pit up against Greta Thunberg to take down whatever it is she's doing here. Let's play the video.
All right. First, I'm going to pull this playhead back. I'm going to drop it in the chat.
Ooh. I will say I appreciate like someone her own age challenging her because it's
older.
Okay, well, you know what? At least it's not like a guy in his mid-30s who's like, I'll debate you anytime.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Okay, I will debate you. Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Naomi Seibt, and I am a new member at the Heartland Institute. And I've got very good news for you. The world is not ending because of climate change.
Hooray!
In fact, 12 years from now, we will still be around, casually taking photos on our iPhone 18s, tweeting about the current president on Twitter, and ranting about the latest celebrity gossip.
I don't want
However, we are currently being
I'd rather die from global warming.
A very dystopian agenda of climate alarmism.
Wow, the iPhone 18. Pretty cool.
In 20, she said 20 years or 12 years.
She said 12 years, I think.
Well, I for one don't want to die. I don't want to die from the virus. I don't want to die from climate change. I want that iPhone 18.
But what number iPhone are they on right now?
Well, it's the X. They call it the X. It's the.
I'm assuming that's 10, and the next one's going to be like 11.
But did they do a 9? Because I know they've done subsets of SEs. I don't know Apple all that well.
I got a Pixel.
Oh, that's probably better.
It is. It's cheaper. That's the only criteria.
Well, there's no place for that in the future, according to Greta Thunberg. She wants to debate. Wait, did I call her Greta? What the fuck is her name?
No. Well, yeah, you did, but that's not why I'm laughing. Just because what you said was funny. Naomi Seibt versus Greta Thunberg in the ring, one night only. Place your bets. She's been dubbed the anti-Greta.
That's weird. This is weird. This is like adults that are doing this. Like, yeah. It's like the fact that it's like this weird Pokemon battle for like adults pitting climate teens against each other is just unsettling.
Well,
I choose you, Naomi.
Oh, I do not like the way you said that.
Smell you later.
No. Sorry, continue.
Oh no, I guess they just want someone who can argue against her without seeming like a terrible creep.
Yeah.
Because it's just been a bunch of like mid-30s conservative men who are just like, I'll debate this teenager at any point. I have all this media training. It's like, exactly. Yeah. Like, I don't even remember what the fuck that guy's name was, but he's like an adult man, and he just like...
Which one? There's a couple.
Yeah. Okay, that doesn't narrow it down. Just look up anyone who's in like insulted Greta over just like, hey, stop talking about climate change.
There was that Michael Knowles guy that went on Fox News, and he said that she was like, what do you say? That she was mentally ill.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's like, that's not a good way. Like, because she said that she's like a little bit on the spectrum. It's not a nice way to talk about someone who's on the spectrum.
It's not. It's really not.
I'm depressed. Am I mentally ill? Yes. That's besides the point. What are we talking about again?
The world is over. That's what's up.
No, but the world's not going to be over. It's going to be fine in 12 years. We're going to be... I mean, she didn't mention we're going to be taking pictures of icebergs, but we're going to be taking pictures of something with our iPhone 18s.
Yeah. And celebrity gossip.
Ooh, celebrity gossip.
That's not going anywhere, folks.
Thank God. And there's going to be 4 cameras on the back of the iPhone instead of just 3.
Finally.
Extra triggering for the people with that phobia that's scared of the phone.
Trypophobia? Something? Yeah.
Anyway. So I guess she herself... she isn't against Greta, but it's more like, if you read the article more, it just sounds like they're more kind of trying to coax her in that direction. So they want to like, fight, someone on equal grounds with, the darling of the conservative party, basically.
She says, quote, she's not this evil opposite of Greta, which I would say that too. If I was like her, I'd be like, I'm not the evil one.
Of course, that's what the real evil one would say.
Exactly.
It's
yeah.
Genius.
This is bullshit.
Tell me something only the real Greta would know.
Wait.
Will the real Greta Thunberg please stand up? I repeat, we're gonna have a problem here.
Was that a Ben Shapiro Eminem impression?
Yes.
Folks, you can only get that here on Thought Cops. Nowhere else.
I haven't checked in a while. What's Ben Shapiro doing?
Who cares?
Right answer. Thank you, Grant.
So anyway, the punishment here. Can we spin the wheel? We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, okay.
Got a wonderful wheel here. Have you seen the wheel yet, Martin?
I have seen the wheel. I love it. It's wonderful.
He actually gave us a suggestion, which I haven't written on there yet. But if we get one of the bad spins, one of the ones that's like choose your own or spin again or something like that, I'll choose the one that he suggested. How's that sound?
Let's do it.
I like that a lot. Thank you for involving me.
Oh, thank you for coming on the show. Here we go. Choose your own. So instead of doing that, this is going to be careful what you wish for.
Okay.
Did you want to sort of explain this a little bit more? Because you were saying about King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah. I absolutely love King of the Hill. It's probably my favorite American anime right after Frasier.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a classic thing in pop culture where it's like, oh, a genie's wish or a monkey's paw, where if you don't make a wish just right, like it'll go wrong.
Yeah.
My favorite example of someone explaining that is when Hank is explaining it to Bobby when he's talking about how like, hey, you can't just like do whatever you want. It's not magic here. It's like that story where you wish for you make a wish just wrong with a genie and you end up with a head made of gold. It's like I've always loved that because it's simple, straightforward, and that's just a funny visual.
Yeah. So this is a careful what you wish for in this scenario. So would this be, the conservatives want to have their own Greta Thunberg, and it's like, careful what you wish for. What would that be here?
I'm going to say she somehow dooms the planet.
I think that's what they want, it seems like. Yeah.
Yeah.
They work together to drain the planet's Mako energy, whatever the hell.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm halfway through Final Fantasy VII for the first time right now.
Me too.
And, oh, hell yeah. That's right. Naomi, she becomes Sephiroth. Got all those Genova cells up in her.
Yeah.
Grant, does that make any sense to you?
So this is what you were talking about when you were talking about Hank Hill.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. So you guys are nerds, right?
Hell yeah.
No.
Don't lie. Kevin.
Oh, okay, fine.
Oh yeah, this was for me.
So I pulled up this article. It's from our favorite website where I get all of my Gamergate information, Kotaku.com. Pokemon anime accused of whitewashing. Are you guys familiar with this? Do you know what this is?
No.
Yes.
Could you please explain it better than I could? So this is for Gym Leader. So, because you've played Pokemon Sword and Shield, right? Which are you, Pokemon Dick or Pokemon Vagina? Which one are you?
Dick version.
Very good.
Yeah.
So this is a Gym Leader, correct?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What's the Gym Leader's name?
Is that B?
B, I think.
She's very cute. I know her name because she's got a great design.
Yeah, so she has tan skin, and if you look at the screenshots of the Pokemon anime, her skin color is light. So people are saying it's whitewashing.
Maybe she's just like me in the winter versus me in the summer. I'm not a chick, and I'm not a Pokemon trainer.
What are you talking about?
Like the skin tone color.
You don't tan.
Well, I burn. She looks kind of red there.
All right.
Her hair is also a lighter color, and I'm very familiar with the Machop line. Like they're supposed to be a deeper gray than that. Like this just looks like a coloring difference rather than whitewashing.
Yeah, the sun was bright that day.
Somebody
must use sunny day.
I think I've seen this specific thing because I think this is from like a YouTube video that they're doing. Yeah. They're doing a short series of animations just about the Galar region. I've seen them and they look good, but it looks like they're doing all of these shots where she's like out in the sun and they're not doing any of the ones from when she's like trapped in a cave.
You can see there's shadows.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of sunlight here.
I'm not going to say Pokemon has never whitewashed a character because they probably definitely have.
Look, right here, she's like holding her arm up so that the sun's not in her eyeballs. Yeah. I think you're onto something.
Yeah, I don't think this is whitewashing.
Well, according to Kotaku, it is.
Well, Kotaku knows what they're talking about. I should probably shut up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like there actually was a similar issue. I think we might have talked about it before, where one of the other Pokemon gym leaders from this game,
Jinx. We were talking about Jinx.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, that's far worse.
Yeah, that's a whole other story. But this is there was one of the other gym leaders was, I think, also they made her like where she's like black in the game, and I think that they made her very, very light in the anime or something. Or yeah, I know for sure that somebody modded the game where the only mod is that she has white skin, where it's like, who is spending the time on this?
I've learned recently people will do all kinds of petty things on the internet that no one will enjoy but them, and then they'll expect you to love it.
You've been checking out my Twitter page recently, is that it?
I have a very specific example, and I don't even know if I want to share it because it's so fucking stupid.
Was it
is it stupid in a fun way?
Was it one of Grant's posts?
Yeah, was it one of my tweets?
Oh, not even. Grant, you're delightful. This person isn't at all.
Oh, thank you so much.
Have either of you ever played Earthbound?
Oh yeah.
I have not. I've seen people play it. I've watched people play it.
I love that game. It's a very fun game. It's very quirky. It's good. Someone was like, this game sucks, but they kept all the mechanics the same and they kept most of the dialogue the same. They basically made a ROM hack of the game where they slightly rewrote it and they're like, hey, this is the better version.
That is petty,
right?
Because the writing in that game is funny.
Yeah, no, it's fun and it's quirky and it's endearing, and it's I don't know someone who would just go through the trouble to be like, hey, look, here's a slightly better version of this thing that I didn't like in the first place. Because that game's not for everyone, and if you don't like it, that's fine, but why would you put all the time and effort and energy into like making a ROM hack like that?
That's weird. But there's no whitewashing in the game.
I didn't play it, so I'm hoping not.
Yeah.
It's
like Earthbound, but slightly racist.
It's also weird too, though, because these are games and like enterprises from the country of Japan, which is not white. So like the idea that like they're doing racist. I know that you can do racist. Case in point,
you can do it. Yes,
you can do it. But the idea that they have like sort of the same racial ideas, where like 99.9% of the culture is like homogenous, and then there's like Kevin walking around. And like that's the difference. Like they don't have the same racial dynamics as we do here. So like I don't.
Yeah,
it's not the same. Like if this were to happen to it's like something in like an American cartoon, for instance, or an American video game, it'd be like, oh well, this is obviously a problem. But since their skin's a little bit lighter and Japanese people made this game, I don't think that they meant anything like, you know, any sort of like erasure as a result of it. But I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a guy with a Twitter account and a podcast.
I mean, they didn't have B jump out of the taxi cab and be like, hey, thanks, taxi driver. I'm Caucasian and ready to train with my Pokemon.
Hey, I'm here for the Belle and Sebastian concert. Where is it?
Hey, I'd like to give you a tour of my apartment.
Let's punish
Pokemon.
Yes. Let's
I think we take the accent off of the E, so instead of Pokemon, it's pronounced Pokemon.
Just Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I like that.
Yeah. Easier to say. Less syllables.
I finally get what I want, which is to say Pokemon incorrectly.
You lost your accent. Fuck you. Moving on to something a little more lighthearted, something positive, something nice that we saw this week. Let's give our key to the city. This week, my key to the city goes to DeMarco_draws on Twitter. You want to pull up the link here?
Yeah.
So speaking of Japan, there is pretty much a mascot for everything in Japan. Every single company, every store, every place has their own mascot. I know I've mentioned here before the Twitter account Mondo Mascots, but this account, DeMarco Draws, he drew a bunch of Japanese-style mascots for different locations and things in Chicago. You see, there's the CTA train. At the bottom, it's the bean.
It's called Cloud Gate. Thank you very much.
Scroll over to the right.
Oh, these are adorable.
There's the Art Institute lion.
Oh, that's fucking fantastic.
It's got a paintbrush tail.
More. And there, but a colored version of the bean or the Cloud Gate, whatever you have.
I'm going to take my selfie in front of it.
Have y'all ever seen Paranoia Agent? That looks so much like Marumi.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't seen that in a long time.
I haven't seen that.
I'd recommend it. I love me some Satoshi Kon.
Thank you.
That's my key to the city. Martin, I know you said that you have an easier time thinking of something positive rather than negative, which is a good problem to have. So what's your key to the city this week?
I'd like to give my key to the city to a musician who I just absolutely adore. His name is Jens Lekman, and he's a Swedish pop musician who...
Spell that for us, please.
I will spell that right now. It is Gens, Jens. Last name is Lekman, which is Lekman.
Gotcha.
And he's just completely delightful. I love his music. I was introduced to him last year, oddly enough, at a friend's wedding where they were like playing this whole album, Night Falls Over, Cortadella. It's a delightful album.
What's it like? What's the sort of genre-esque?
It's definitely very like, it's very poppy. If you listen to his lyrics, it's very like sad and melancholy. I love sad music, if I have not brought that up repeatedly on this show before.
It's the best kind of music.
It is the best kind of music.
I like the song Happy by Pharrell, actually.
Fuck you. Is it because it was in the Minions movie? Is that why?
Great. Well, yeah, I'll have to... so you got Spotify pulled up there?
Yeah. Listen to them. They did a thing recently where they like told people like, hey, you're in the top % of people who listen to this artist. Yeah. I got the 1% for him and for the Mountain Goats. Okay. So do love me some sad music.
Yeah, I got I'm in the top 1% for David Bowie, which I don't know.
Really?
I believe. Yeah.
Wow, you must listen to David Bowie all the time.
I guess. I mean, not all the time, but decent amount.
Or maybe I think the way these things work is they also just combine it with anyone who's ever like listened to one of their songs on like a different playlist.
Yeah, it's some weird gobbledygook like that. I don't know. Can you trust the algorithm? I don't know. I never do.
I wouldn't hand the algorithm a knife. I wouldn't tell them to stab the right one.
Oh man, the doppelganger theory is coming up a lot this episode. That's not what the real Martin would say. Grant, what's your key to the city?
My key to the city, I've probably talked about this before, but this week it goes to the majority report. I've watched all of the presidential debates thus far, and I don't think I could have made it through any of them had it not been for watching a room full of like Brooklyn assholes like making fun of everyone on stage. Like it makes it much more tolerable. I like watching the debates because I want to have my finger on the pulse. I want to know what to think about things and what people think about things.
And they'll tell you how to think.
And I mean, so it's like a live stream of like them reacting during, and I wouldn't have a way to watch it. Like, I don't know how the fuck people watch some of these.
It's on
like,
YouTube. ABC.
Not all of them. Oh. Sometimes it'll be on CNN, and I don't have fucking CNN.
I mean, who would?
Yeah.
The crappy network.
Oh wow, that's what that is.
Yeah. So it's a little bit more of an enjoyable way. I don't know if it's necessarily for everybody. It's very left leaning on purpose, but nonetheless, it's been enjoyable for me. I like the show, and I like their commentary on the debates and just any sort of live stream stuff that they do in that regard.
Is that on Twitch or YouTube?
So they keep getting taken down because a lot of these places have been filing what do you call it? One, not like a DMCA, but like a copyright takedown notice.
Yeah.
If you like stream it on YouTube, and CNN's like, we don't want you to stream our stuff, and they're like, but it's fair use, and we're like a news media like site, and we're creating commentary, and they just like pull their streams down and shit like that. So it's hard to find. I don't. If you follow any of them, it's like at Majority FM on Twitter. Usually the day of a debate, they'll like tweet out a link to like a Vimeo stream or something like that. So
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's move right along to our Thought Cops word of the week. This comes courtesy of a dear friend of the show, Peter. Brussy.
Brussy?
Means,
oh, God.
Have you guys seen that video on Twitter of
nervous.
like that brain getting massaged?
Oh, yeah.
And it's got the hole in the back.
No.
He said that's
it's
a brain.
Very seductively massaged.
Yeah, he said that's a brain pussy. A brussy.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
It's when you're vibing with somebody. It's for sapiosexuals. You want to really hit that brussy hard. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to here.
What?
This is the video.
Wait, what direction do you? Oh God!
You watching it? You see this?
God!
It's got like a hole. I don't know what this is. It's got like a hole in the back. I don't know why. I don't know who made this.
Oh, God.
This is disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
This was shared numerous times on Twitter. I kept seeing this. Very uncomfortable. Anyway, check it out.
Before we get to our final segment of the show, the voicemails, Martin, where can we find you? Where can we see you? Tell us all about it.
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Martin Felshman. I tweet maybe once a week. I occasionally get like a long string of them going if I'm high and playing video games. I'm like, I got jokes.
Yeah.
You got jokes?
Oh, I got jokes. And follow me on Instagram, because my Instagram is very different from comedy. It's just me posting weird pictures of shit I find at thrift shops. You can follow me at Weird Thrift Shop Finds.
I do like that account a lot.
Yeah,
thank you.
Find a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And last thing, I already plugged Cupcake, but there's another show that I run and produce every third Thursday at Bonus Round Game Cafe, and it's a Dungeons and Dragon themed comedy show.
Oh yeah,
and it's always very fun. We just bought 100 vampire teeth, a bunch of silly string, and 10 pounds of candy. So we are ready for this next show.
Yeah, I did that a few months ago. It was a great time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you get to do comedy and have people throw candy at you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can pick it off the floor and eat it afterwards.
Gross.
I don't know if you know this. We're the only D&D comedy show in Chicago that I know of that offers free candy that you can pick up off the ground and eat if you want.
It's a very specific criteria.
Yeah.
We won that at South by Southwest.
And how could we forget Podzooky, which Kevin and I have both been on, which you co-host with. Now I'm drawing a complete blank.
Brandon Kirkman and Luke Evans. They're both a couple of sweet boys.
I know you guys' names. It's just it's
no. It's been a long fucking. It's like 8 a.m. right now. Fuck this.
8. Well, it's like 9 p.m. But that's all. That's basically 8 a.m.
Feels like 8 a.m. for crying out loud.
Time is relative, and not fuck this show. Fuck the concept of time.
Yeah, man. Fuck you, Einstein.
But no, love my boys. Love those episodes. If you do want to jump into that, it's a kaiju podcast. We talk about Godzilla films and whatnot. My favorite episode is one we did with other good friend Jesse Nicholas, where we talked about my favorite kaiju film, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
That is one of the classic kaiju films.
Also, did you hear they got Rick Moranis back for a new Honey series?
I did, because he's been out of acting for a long time.
Like 30 years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Happy to see my boy come home.
Should have got him to do a new Godzilla. Just what I'm saying, but...
they've got time.
This is still just as good. It's just as good. Anyway, if you want to leave your own voicemail, we're going to play some here. 312-788-7361. Or you can send us an audio file at thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com.
Hey, Thought Cops, IO Netrunner here, and let me tell you about this asshole I fucking work with for my 2 minutes of hate.
Go off,
Let's
King.
call him Tom Burger. So, just in case somebody finds out they don't know his real name.
I'm already on this guy's side. I love burgers.
Ever since he started, he's just nosy as fuck. He'll get into all your shit and just ask you about, like, fucking everything on your desk and what you're into.
Tell him to listen to Thought
And
Cops.
if you're talking with someone else and he sees you, he'll come over and join the conversation unprompted. It's really fucking annoying, and I fucking hate this guy. I have this Lego thing on my desk, and the next day he came in knowing the price of it and asking me if I was into the subject matter of the Lego set, and is just like, dude, mind your business. I know you're new to the area, but, like, this is not how you make friends, by stalking them. He's also one of those motherfuckers that he'll, like, say
worked for
good
Sonic.
morning to you every morning. And it's especially annoying when it's like, I have headphones in, I'm trying to work, and I get it. You want to say hi to me first thing in the morning, but don't knock on my fucking cube and make me take my headphones off and stop what I'm working on just to say good morning. Because I'm not going to have a good morning after that. Thanks, guys.
I'm listening to Thought Cops.
I don't want anyone to talk to me for the first hour of the day.
Yeah, until I've had my heroin.
I mean, I don't know. That guy just sounds kind of lonely and like he doesn't know how to make a work acquaintance into a possible outside of work friend.
I'll tell you what. Call something the goat.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a good icebreaker.
he knock on his desk, Jordan the goat. I'm sorry? Jordan the goat. Okay.
Honestly, if it was, because I wake up really early in the morning and usually I start work at like 6 or so. If someone were to walk up to me and instead of saying, hey, good morning, which I fucking hate, if someone were to be like, hey, Jordan the goat, right? I'd be like, yeah, sure, man, cool. I'd be more responsive to it. Usually people are like, hey, good morning. And I'm like, that's how I respond.
Yeah.
Just that.
Silence.
Yeah.
I knowing him, I bet that he sent 2 of them to have one played on a different episode.
Oh, well, that's too bad because everyone sent 2.
Okay.
So we left a second voicemail.
Hey, Thought Cops, IO Netrunner here. And this week, my 2 minutes of hate is people who love to sleep.
Oh, no.
I can't stand these motherfuckers.
God damn it.
There's so much to do, and you just want to take a nap and just waste an hour of your life doing absolutely nothing. Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck is wrong with you? Read a book, play a video game, go on a walk, do anything. Do you know what I would do to get the 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night back as time to learn a new skill or something? I would murder everyone that likes to nap. I would do that in Minecraft, of course. Okay. Thanks, Thought Cops.
Oh, that was great.
Now that's a good voicemail. It's short. It's well produced. There's some fucking music. What a great time. Thank you.
Great punchline at the end. Hey, now all of you have something to live up to.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's see if the next one follows suit.
Yeah, well, it won't.
South Park exposed a generation of young white men to right-wing bigotry without any guidance, so now they're all racist, and I'm going to post this every other fucking week to make a point to people that no one gives a shit about,
Yeah.
Oh my God. South Park bigotry. South Park is bigot. South Park is bad because it doesn't outright tell you that Cartman is bad. It needs to say outright Cartman is bad. Otherwise, they too are bad. South Park is bad. Give me notes. Give me retweets. South Park bad. Orange Man bad. South Park bad. Bad.
Yeah, I actually almost brought that in for my 2 minutes of hate last week.
Yeah.
It's this... Every week there was this viral post about how it's like, hot take, South Park has made a generation of white men or whatever whatever savable, unsalvageable bigots, yada yada yada.
Hey, give a little credit to our public school system.
Yeah, true.
Man.
Yeah, it's not all South Park, for crying out loud. There's a little Family Guy too. Have you seen Stewie the little monster? No, and they're always like, it's like, there is this sort of thing nowadays where if you don't outright say that a character who acts bad is bad, that is like problematic or something. And also, like, I think that people are allowed to consume media that they don't even agree with politically and still be fine.
I feel like South Park does it right, because like Cartman never like wins. He wins in his own way because he's like a little asshole, but he's never like he's never someone who I would ever look at and be like, hey, that's a great role model. No, he's supposed to be that fucking evil, stupid part of ourselves that we all have, but we ignore because we're all good people. Right. Or at least we try to be.
Cartman is like probably one of the worst characters in fiction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I'm just laughing thinking back at some of the classics. You know, I haven't watched South Park in a very long time, but
a few months ago, some friends and I went to Logan Theater. They were doing the South Park movie there. That movie fucking holds up. It's a great musical. It's toe tapping. It's so much fun.
Yes, it's great, and people want to shit on it.
So she left a second one.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, Thought Cop, I'm gonna be real fucking serious for a moment.
All right. Good start.
I'm so mad. Perma Ben, aka Ben Moore, did nothing fucking wrong. That is bullshit. He got fucking basically doxxed by some cum stain, waste of sperm and egg, trust fund piece of shit from Brooklyn, who, by the way, his parents paid $500,000, it was $500,000 for him to go to college for some journalism degree, and then buy him $1 million apartment or house in Brooklyn, and the best he can do is fucking try to get some dude fired for being really fucking funny and correct online. I'd like to also say that in what universe shouldn't Hillary Clinton be catapulted into the sun? In which universe isn't Pete Buttchug a failed conversion? I'm just laughing at his tweets. They're really funny. And Elizabeth Warren looks like shit. So fuck blue check mark, free Ben Mora, donate to him. I think he has a Venmo. I sent him some money because fuck Democrats, fuck the Daily Beast, fuck the shills. I'm officially on board with Bernie because I want these people all fucking commit suicide and not Minecraft in real life. My parents are gonna have to pay more taxes so I have to get a real job instead of writing fucking bullshit for the Daily Beast. Fucking kill yourself. Fucking bitches. Hate them.
This is funny because she's been trying to get me to bribe her to vote. Like, hey, I'll vote if you pay me.
Which is illegal.
Now I don't have to.
Yes.
Well, I wasn't going to, and I wouldn't announce it on a very popular, widely downloaded podcast if that were the case. However, it sounds like she's found her own fire up her ass, which is a guy getting doxed on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. So wait, what is the? I didn't know any about this.
So it's this guy Perma Ben who I think he was working for the Bernie Sanders campaign. He had his own Twitter account,
private.
It wasn't private at first, but once he started working for Bernie,
he made his account private so that it was sort of like, well, for professionalism's sake.
All right, got to keep business and pleasure separate.
Yeah, exactly. But he kept tweeting with that account, and it was private, and then people, I guess, were leaking some of his tweets, and then it made a news story in whatever newspaper. They're all the same. It doesn't matter. And then he got fired as a result of it, which makes sense that he got fired because you don't want the optics of your campaign to be like, this is acceptable or whatever. But the fact that it became a news story in general is bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because that, I don't know, normally that wouldn't make like a full news story.
Right. But the news story now is that Bernie bros are destroying the internet. So, it makes sense that you have to sort of walk that back a little. But it's an unfortunate, aspect of the news cycle that we now have to fucking deal with.
Hey, Thought Flops. It's Brandon Kirkman back with another one.
Hey.
Shout out to Nico for the last voicemail. Fuck, Marry, Kill with Warren Ellis. Pete, that guy, and then Bloomberg. I think it's a great format, but here's a good fuck, marry, kill. Fuck, marry, kill with fuck, marry, kill. Which one are you going to fuck? Which one are you going to marry? Which one are you going to kill for fuck, marry, kill?
Ooh, that is good.
Ooh, it's unique. It's alt comedy. Anyways, guys, keep up the good work, and as always.
Oh, classic.
Brandon from the toilet. I got it. I want to marry fuck because... you got to have, a good sex life.
Got to have a healthy fuck life.
I want to kill Mary because she's a bitch. And I'm all mixed up.
And you're going to marry... Wait,
the last
you're going to
one.
marry fuck. You're going to kill Mary, and you're going to fuck...
Kill.
You're going to fuck
You're
kill.
going to fuck kill.
Because you got to stick your dick in crazy.
Shit, now you got me all messed up because I thought that I had a good one.
And it's got to be different from mine.
It does have to be different. I don't want to... I always try and retread a different territory or untread a new... Fuck. My brain hurts.
That was a brain... It's very funny, but a very brain-breaking scenario to have to think about.
I honestly can't go right now. Martin, you have to do it. I can't think right now.
Okay.
I've lost my fucking train of thought.
You know what? I'm also going to say I want to fuck kill. I want to marry Mary. And you know what? I want to kill fuck. With my dick.
Dude, I can't do this.
I never thought I'd hear you say I want to kill fuck.
I'm sorry, the video game about all the comedians in Chicago, that's my finisher move. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, kill fuck.
I have no answer. I can't do it. My head hurts too bad right now. Something, I don't know.
No, polyamorous relationship with all of them.
Fine. Good.
Polyamorous relationship that leads to a Mormon wedding, which then leads to a group suicide pact.
Perfect.
That sounds
Add an orgy.
That sounds like the direction my life's heading in anyway. So Brandon Kirkman left another one.
Ow!
Hey guys, it's Brandon Kirkman again here. How's it going, Thought Flop?
Hey.
I realized the last few phone calls my toilet game's been off. It's not as loud as it used to be. I switched to Google Pixel 4. I don't want to blame technology, so I'd like to use this phone call to gauge the sound of the range of the toilet and see if it's getting cut out at certain points. So let's see real quick. I'm going to start up here, go down a little bit.
Don't drop your phone in the toilet, please.
Yeah, that one's like right next to the toilet. Let's try a little bit further here now, too.
I didn't hear it either.
Man, probability, am I right, guys?
This is good content.
Yeah, this is great.
This is good radio.
It's like a little bit higher up there. All right, can't wait to listen to this episode to see how well that comes in. So I can know the probability for toilet calls.
I got to say the voicemail, the toilet, or the previous toilet sounded a lot better.
Yeah.
That's the Pepsi Taste Challenge.
It's cutting the background noise out too much.
Yeah.
Talk about shit content. We haven't done our review of Sonic the Hedgehog yet, but I would like to preface it by saying I don't think I said this to anyone. I've told a couple people, but I haven't told anyone within this realm of the Thought Cops lore yet, which is as I was walking to go watch Sonic the Hedgehog, I had to use the bathroom as I was walking to the theater, which is like a mile away or so. And
Union Station is like a quarter mile, half a mile away from me. So I'm like, I'll go use the bathroom here. And as I'm walking into the station, right standing in front of one of the doors is a homeless guy with his pants around like half of his thighs that's just openly shitting. And then I went and saw Sonic the Hedgehog.
You told me this story last weekend.
Did I?
Yes.
I don't remember telling you.
And you said you saw him again.
I saw him again.
Yeah.
So it was a shitty night.
It's new to me, and I'm sorry that happened.
It's okay.
Do you not consider me part of the universe? Or
I don't really know. I mean, like, I haven't said it on the podcast, have I?
You know, you said not in the podcast, but you said within the realm. Like within
the realm of like putting
I'm
it
one
out
of the hosts.
into the ether. No, I get
I'm
that.
in the realm.
First of all, I don't remember telling you that. So my bad.
We were drinking.
Second, well, yeah. And I was also drunk when I saw the homeless man shitting. So, you know, life is a Mobius strip.
Kind of like Planet Mobius, where Sonic is from.
Oh.
Hey, Sock Cops, it's Rob. Yeah, the other day, somebody saw a tweet that I did that they liked, and then they went into my profile and they liked 15 past tweets.
Oh wow.
But they didn't fucking follow me, which should absolutely be against the rules. It should be an automatic follow from Twitter.
I agree.
If they do that. I'm mad about that, and I think that's what these voicemails are for.
Basically,
yes.
Yeah. You got it right. Thank you.
This is why I'm voting for Robert for Senate. Like, he's going to change Twitter for the better.
Yeah, no, that's a great 2 minutes of hate. I've had that happen to me before too, where somebody will go to my page and they'll like this fucking Mario 64 picture, and they'll like a bunch of tweets because they saw something else that got retweeted. And guess what? No follow.
Yeah, give me a follow.
I got nothing to show for it.
Yeah. Fucking struggling out here, okay?
Yeah, it's not easy.
I don't have a check mark. We need to redistribute the check marks.
You still got that fake check mark, though.
Yeah,
the 7 in the circle. Which you put on as a joke, but it's been there for like a month.
I'm going to leave it there.
I think that's beautiful. That's branding right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, get buttons like that. Put that on a hat.
That's a good idea.
The false check mark. Well, thank you for the voicemail, Rob. A voicemail that was appropriate to the context of the show.
Well, guess what? You're never going to believe this. Rob left a second voicemail.
Whoa. Hey, it's Rob.
Hello.
I also wanted a condemnation from you for the actions of past guest Aaron Klopfer, who at the bar we were at last night made them turn the debate on, even though I didn't want to watch it. And then he left to go to Walgreens. He didn't even fucking watch any of it. He just made us all suffer through that experience, which I think is wrong, and I need you to condemn his actions. Also,
I will not.
Martin is a big sweetie who is a perfect man and has nothing to apologize for. So good. Good. Okay. Bye.
Love you, Rob.
Have good.
Love you, Rob.
Have good.
You know what? I could see Aaron doing that.
Yeah,
I could see that.
That's a classic Klop for me.
Yeah, like he puts on the debate nobody wants to watch and leaves to get some Pedialyte.
That's the most alpha move. He's done a lot of things that I think are very good. This might top the list.
Yes.
This is very, very good.
I love the way Rob said condemnation, because it sounded like he was saying condemnation.
And let's be honest, folks. This is a condemnation house.
Hell yeah, this isn't an abomination anymore.
Yeah.
You're tuning into WCON.
The condom.
The condom. Listen up, condemnation.
It's like these guys who think they think that like fucking is so badass, but they don't know you can do it without a condom.
Well, they call it raw dogging because that's how dogs do it. I'm a man.
It's evolution, bro.
I am not an animal.
Anyway, thanks for those voicemails. Again, you can leave your own 312-788-7361 or shoot us an email with a sound file, thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com. And she says, people have also been using a J in a circle instead of a 7.
Oh.
Thank you, Nico, with a C. Or you could also support the show, patreon.com/thoughtcops. You get bonus goodies too, so just give it a shot. What have you got to lose? Martin.
Yes.
Thanks for coming on the show, man.
Thank you guys so much for having me. This has been so nice.
And stop by the Gallery Cabaret on a Thursday evening for some delicious vegan-free cupcakes.
The best.
Yeah, just they're vegan. I'm messing around. It's a callback. I'm tired. I
don't know if a guest has ever said this. Kevin's a real goofster.
Guilty as charged.
He's a fucking wackadoodle.
Guilty as charged, right? Thanks everybody for listening. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We're gonna see you next time, aren't we?
I sure hope so.
Have a good one, y'all.
Have good.
Have a good.
Have good. Have good. Have the good you want to be.